The first thing I noticed was that even like how far away the forest is, you can hear the variety of sounds coming from it, and just how far out the mountains are and how pretty just this whole area is and how beautiful nature can be.
Tremont is a safe haven for people of all ages to encounter nature and have some really deep and meaningful experiences in the national park.
It's just a good place to maybe clear your mind because nature is peaceful and it's a beautiful thing, and so I think there's lots of places where you can just sit down and think.
I teach 7th grade, so I teach a lot about the earth science, and it's one thing to talk about rocks and the mountains and erosion, and it's totally different to come here and walk through it and get wet in the middle of it and just kind of soak it all in. And you can't do that in the classroom. No matter what the video is or what you're trying to create, it's not the same. It never is. And it really makes a difference in the students. They get it, and it shows up later in class again.
It just gives everyone a place to just be wild for a while.
1971 was a time where I just came from an integrated school for a couple years, so I had a chance to be around other cultures. And to be able to spend the night and spend a week up here at Tremont gave us a lot of chances to break down some of those barriers, and we had just a good time. And it helped me shape that we didn't see color, we saw people, and that was a real good thing to spend 5 days with people. And that was a new experience for me.
It teaches you that there's many things out there. It's not just your cell phone and electronics that you can live off of. People have to get out and learn and explore, and they need to get out of their comfort zone, because if they don't, they'll never learn anything new or never have any new fun.
It's fun to go hiking because it's fun to see all the different creatures and animals and plants and dirt and rocks and waters and whatever lives in the waters, like fish and salamanders.
We would drive up and we camped at Tremont. Now the Girl Scout camp was there, but was not in operation at that time. And we would camp there for the weekend, and we would walk that, which is now a road, gravel road, but it was kind of a trail at that time where the old railroad bed was. We'd walk up along the river there. There's so many of those kinds of things that unfortunately a lot of people miss. Hope that there are opportunities, and perhaps the Tremont situation today helps in those opportunities to introduce people to that part of the mountains that normally you just don't see.
You kind of get a very intimate and deep connection with life and the nature that sustains that life. And so that was definitely a very transformative experience for me.
I came to Tremont when I guess I was 11 or maybe just 12, sort of at the end of my 6th grade year, and it was just an incredibly transforming experience for me, and it's something that has stayed with me deeply my entire life. And now that I'm a teacher and educator, I know that so much of what I value about connecting children with nature comes from my experience here.
Just like this skull that we found, many other people can do that, but it's the act of finding it, and then it's sort of a memory that you'll have for a long time. If you start out young, you'll have a sort of relationship to this ecosystem, and you have like an urge to go back, and then you'll have way more experiences with nature.